Hey guys, if you're watching this video, I am hoping that you guys are also in debt, and I hope I'm not the only one. Hey guys, we're Jacky, and I'm back with another video. And today, if you're not tough from the title of the video, we are here with a kind of serious video. As if you guys cannot tell from the title of the video, we are here with I'm in debt, y'all. The reason why I'm making this video is because the year is 2026 and I am in debt. I'm gonna be very transparent in this video, and I'm hoping that I am not the only one who is in debt in 2026, right? And for the rest of 2026, I hopefully have a solid plan that will help me lessen my debt and go into 2027 with a brighter future, essentially, where it's less debt and I can start saving my money. With that being said, hi guys, my name is Jacky and I'm 25 years old. I graduated from Kennesaw State University, go Owls, and I graduated back in 2023, right? And this is just gonna be a little long story short where how I ended up here and how I ended up in debt. Some of you guys might be wondering, oh, you might have student loans, that's not bad. No, I was dumb. I actually graduated college debt-free, so shout out to me. I worked hard, graduated college debt-free, but last year in 2025, I had some hardships, right? I was dumb, and truthfully, just to be blunt and transparent, I was not taught a lot about finances, right? And it really is as simple as do not spend money you don't have. So when I was jobless and not really searching, but searching, I spent money that I didn't have, and I thought taking out a loan would help me out in the long run. So I took out a pretty big loan, around $16,000, and ultimately that loan fucked me. I did not realize that taking out a personal loan is probably one of the dumbest things, in my personal opinion, that you can ever do. And that's my advice that I say to this day. And I think it would probably be better for me to be in debt with my credit cards than me be in debt with this personal loan, in my honest opinion. So with that being said, I am not a licensed financial advisor. I don't have anything to do with finance. I went to school for media and entertainment, right? But do not take anything I say to heart. This is just my advice that I am going to be taking and kind of going from there. But yeah, that's just basically of a story how I got into debt. So to this day, I still have a couple of debts, right? I have a credit card debt, personal loan debt, and then a car loan debt, right? In my bank account right now, it's not looking good. Here is what my Wells Fargo bank account looks like. We are currently at $372.59. Here's what my Chase account looks like. We're at $600. So combined, I have a total of $972.59. But whoa, let me give some context to how I have my money split up. We might have $600, but the $600 is not gonna be there for long, because that's where I have my car payment come out of every month, and I have it set up on an auto payment. And the day I'm filming this video, on July 30th, 2026, August 1st is around the corner, and they're gonna take my money, and they're gonna take $550 out of that account. So take away $550, that leaves $50 in that account. So then I'll have a total of $422.59 to my name. Yes, I'm a brokey. YouTube is not paying me the bills yet, and my 9 to 5 at the bank, I ain't making that much. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's take a look at some of my debts. Like I said, I have a credit card debt, a total of $6,060.50. Second one's gonna be this personal loan that I have, which is at $13,780.37. I'm probably saying the math wrong. And third but not least, my car loan, which is currently at $19,236.52. So that brings me in at a total of $39,077.46 of total debt that I currently owe on this date of filming, on July 30th, 2026. And that's all without interest. And you guys might be asking me, what is interest? It's basically a percentage of what you will be charged on top of the original loan, as it's just a way for banks and financial services to make money on your finances, right? That's not really a good way of explaining interest, so hopefully I could just insert a Google definition of interest. So speaking of interest and APRs, right? My credit card interest rate is at 18.74%. My personal loan interest is at 12.92% APR. And last but not least, my car loan is at a 16.14% APR. So they are all over 10% and your boy is essentially cooked. But with that being said, I do have a plan. And we're gonna start things off in talking about the highest debt that I owe, which is my car loan. And I have personally thought about selling my car, right? I drive a 2021 RAV4 with just a little bit over 100,000 miles. And if you look at the clean retail value of that car, it can go anywhere from 20 to 24. So the good thing is that I am not in the negatives with my car. I'm actually probably even with how much I owe. So worst case scenario, I could break even if I do sell my car, or I can make a little bit of profit if I do sell my car at a little profit. But the odds of that happening is very unlikely. And secondly, it'll leave me carless. So how will I get to my job, right? Will I make the money? So the real thing that I see myself happening is actually refinancing my car to bring me a low interest rate. And hopefully I can find a place where I can get an interest rate of 4%. And 4% of $19,000 is way less than the 16% APR, because I'm telling you, the 16% interest rate is killing me right now. I purchased this car back in 2023 when I graduated college as a little gift to myself, as I thought I'll be going to my career and making a lot of money. But sadly, that isn't what happened. But the good thing is that I purchased the car for, $28,000 out the door. And like I said, the good thing is that I could potentially sell this car for almost as high as $25,000. So at the end of the day, I did a good job finessing the dealership, and I could potentially still sell it to this day in 2026, 3 years later after I bought the car, around the 24, 25. If I'm lucky, if I do some haggling, as Toyota RAV4s keep the value, and so I'm not at a total loss in the car, which is good, right? I've seen a lot of people working at the bank where they are negative in where they are with the car. The good thing is that I'm okay. I'm barely positive. I'm kind of just even, which is good, which is better than negative. But I think my best case scenario for my car is to really refinance it, right? That's the best option in my opinion. When do I plan on doing that? I do not know yet, but we're gonna go based off of me not refinancing the numbers. So we have 5 more months in this year, including August, right? Even though I'm filming this on July 30th, we have 5 more months, including August. And I just did the basic math, right? Because my monthly payments for my car loan, right? My car is $527.81, right? But I pay $550, which is only a couple bucks more than what my monthly payment is. But, eventually it adds up just a little bit, right? So I did some math. And basically, if I pay the base amount of the $550 for the next 5 months until the end of the year, I'll be paying a total of $2,750 on the car. And just going based off of rough numbers and not including interest, I should be ending the year with my car note being around the $16,000 to $17,000 range, going into 2027. Moving on to the personal loan, right? I took a personal loan out last year just because when I was jobless and looking for a job, I was dumb. I would never recommend a personal loan. I would never take out another personal loan in my life, as I feel like it's a scam. I feel like you'll be in debt forever, and I just personally do not like personal loans, and I hate them. But with that being said, to keep it short, my personal loan interest rate is at 12.92 APR. And my monthly payments are at $363.39. I pay typically $400 a month. So if I do the quick math for the next 5 months, if I pay $400, that's $2,000. So that will probably take my total from the $13,780 down to around the $12s, after interest, of course. So just a rough estimate. So I could be ending the year with my personal loan around the $12,000. And last but not least is gonna be my credit card, where it is currently at $6,060.57 with the interest rate of 18.74% APR. And that is my highest interest rate currently at this moment. So with that being said, I plan on paying that off by the end of this year. I plan on going into 2027 with 0 on my credit card. But with that being said, there are 2 ways where you can attack your debt. but I kind of forgot the names of them. But I know the first one is basically you attack the lowest debt, right? So what that means is, since I have 3 total debts from 3 different things, my credit card, my loan, and my car loan. Right now, my car loan's at the highest amount at 19, personal loan's at 13, and then my credit card's at 6,000. So in this method, it's basically you attack the lowest amount, which is the credit card, cancel that out, get that to 0, and then forget about it, right? The second one is the interest rate. So you basically attack whatever the highest interest rate is, and then basically go from there. And pay the minimum for the other 2 and go for the highest interest rate, which is also the credit card in the situation. So in my situation, I am attacking this credit card first, getting that to 0, balanced 0, and then we'll focus on the other 2. So really, if I can go into the next year with my credit card balance being 0, I think that's a win, and I will be a happy man as we can go into next year and focus on the personal. So with that being said, right, it comes down to how much I make, right? I'm gonna be very transparent. Like I said earlier in this video, I make $0 from YouTube. $0 from YouTube, which is okay. I hopefully plan to get monetized soon so I can start making money from YouTube, and that would definitely help me out a lot. But right now, I kind of have one main source of income, which is my job, my 9 to 5 at the bank. And I have a little bit side hustle where I sell my trading cards online, but I've only made a total of like $700-800, and I've been doing that for 3 months. So that's not really much, but we're just only gonna do the math for my job. So with that being said, to be transparent, I make $1,300, roughly around that range, every 2 weeks. I get paid bi-weekly, so I'm not gonna say my hourly to keep it confidential, but y'all can do the math if y'all really want to. So I make around $1,300 bi-weekly. At the date I'm filming this, July 30th, 2026, I did the math. I have 11 paychecks for the rest of this year as of recording. And if I just do the quick math of my rough estimate of $1,300, and these are rough numbers, these are not exact, and if I take my rough 1,300 plus 11, that's around the 14,300. So that's how much money I should be expecting, or at least the range I should expect. I should be expecting around the $14,000 for the rest of this year, right? So after the quick math of what I did previously in this video, right? So if I take my car loan, if I pay the $2,750, like I said, for the rest of this year, that should bring me around my total for my pay, right? Because I'll be getting around the 1,400, 300. If I do the rough math, just based off of that, that will leave me at $11,550. So around the $12,000. That basically the mark that will be left after my car. Now, after my loan, if we take that $2,000, because I keep paying the $400 for the next 5 months, that's gonna leave me around the $9,000. And then with that being said, I had a total of $6,000 and some change in debt from the credit card, and the $9,000 should be more than enough to take care of the $600. So that will leave me around a little bit, maybe $2,000 to $3,000 roughly to survive on for the rest of this year. So that's gonna be the hard part, is surviving off of that. So hopefully the math makes sense to you guys. I hope it does. If not, my fault. This is really kind of my paper that I went through to show you. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is basically the math that I kind of did. Yeah, hope it makes sense. It makes sense to me, but yeah, my goal is to be out of credit card debt by the end of 2026. So in conclusion of this video, right, there is a way for us to get out of debt. Is it gonna be easy? No. Is it gonna be a lot of harder days than better days? Yes, but I'm gonna try to stay positive, or at least as positive as I can, because there's no one else to blame but me. I put myself in this situation, and I'm the only one who can get myself out of the situation, right? With that being said, I am also very blessed where I currently live at home, right? I'm 25 and live at home. That's not where I thought I was gonna be, but at least I save money by not having to pay rent, right? And there's a couple of benefits of me staying at home as well. My parents pay my insurance, and that's really it. I pay my health bill through work, my health care, and dental care, and eye care from my job. So that takes some money from my paycheck. But outside of just other bills like rent and insurance, I'm luckily thankful enough that my parents take care of that, right? I wasn't really taught none of this finance stuff in school. I didn't really learn about finance for real until I got my banking job. So it's been a blessing in disguise, because I've been able to learn so much from my banking job, not just from the job itself, but from other people's experiences. And it definitely gave me appreciation to help people financially, but not for a job, not for I'm not gonna go back to school and become a financial advisor, because that just seems like a little bit tough. I don't know anything about stocks. That's just not my world. I think I like helping people. And so at my job, I don't recommend products that I feel like will harm them. I try to recommend products that will help them, whether that's rebuild credit or all that stuff, right? But with that being said, it's July 30th at the time I'm filming this. I have 5 more months to lock in and get out of debt going to 2027. We're going to just bring our debt as low as we possibly can, and kind of just get my life back together, right? If there's anyone else out there in debt, you're not alone. We're gonna get through this together. I can't help you financially, but hopefully my tips and tricks can help you. So that's the goal, and I'm gonna bring you guys along my journey. But with that being said, I hope someone took something from this video. I don't really have anything else left to say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope this was a little good finance talk with someone. I hope you learned something from me. But that's all I have for you guys in this video. So I hope you guys enjoy. Subscribe, and your boy is out.